Guys, wanted to give you a little video update of Sage, show you what we're working on. We're out at the park today. We have lots of different dogs out working on different things, different energy levels, different sizes. Bitsy, sit. Good girl. Doing different commands. Some of them are healing, some of them are holding stay commands. This dog's holding a sit, this dog's holding a down. So I wanted to explain what we're working on with Sage over the next little while before she comes home. So every day we want to get her out in a situation where we can control the outcome. So we want to make sure that we're not just having dogs like run up to her and be kind of crazy, and because that's not really fair, like if we put her in situations that she can't have a positive outcome with. So we have dogs that are in control, dogs that we know and we trust, handlers that we know and we trust. So Sage is very, very aware of dogs' body language. We had a dog walk by earlier that wasn't in control, pulling on the leash, barking at us, and she got a little bit worked up over it. So we know that we can't control that dog, but the dog can't get to her. So we can control what Sage does. So when we get her out in situations like this, we work on a ton of control. So what Ben's working on right now is heal. Just heal with me. Just focus on me. Just walk with me. That's all you have to do. And she's no dummy. It doesn't mean that she's totally checked out with these other dogs around. She's just realizing that she has to focus on the obedience. Now what happens is she processes the stress in a different way. So the stress is still there that we're seeing, it's just processed differently. So instead of reacting and going into a fight response, she's choosing more of an avoidance response. So long term, doing these things, it's going to create more of a neutral response with dogs. Like, I can't promise that she's going to love every dog that she comes in contact with, and she may never love another dog besides Royal. That's not something that we can process, but what we can guarantee, but what we can hope for is that she is obedient and focused on you guys in situations where it brings stress. So some other things that we're working on is some stay commands. So periodically we'll put her in a sit, and you can kind of see in her body language she wants to crumble and go into a down, but we want to make sure that we are working her through these things. So having her sit, not down when told to do so, and then when we ask her to down, same thing. So we ask her to down and not sit. So right there she goes into a down. Now at any point, if she were to get stressed by another dog, if they got a little bit too close, we can go back into that heel, because motion is key in situations where she's really nervous. You see this dog over here too is working on some similar stuff. He gets a little bit stressed when he has to stay in a position, so he wants to down on the sit. So similar stuff, we're just working on a sit with him, and then periodically when he gets super stressed out, we get him to move. So really, really good stuff for Sage as well. Now over time, this helps with our relationship. So we get control in situations, we have good outcomes that end on a good note. It helps with our relationship with the dog, where they start to look at you for more direction versus reacting. Now that's something that is gonna be a process coming home, and I'll work with you guys in lots of sessions going forward, just to make sure that she is listening to you guys and doing the things that she needs to be doing, so we can make sure that that relationship of structure and rules is happening. And so she has that with us, but we want to make sure that we proceed that forward. So so anyway, this is a little bit of what we're working on with Sage. The stress of the dogs is still there, and with time we can get a more neutral response when we do exercises like this. So really, really good stuff. Even she's relaxing more in her tail, and her it's not tucked quite as much. In the beginning it was pretty tucked. It's relaxing a little bit more. So anyway, hopefully you guys aren't missing her too much.